Welcome to the ward, you guys. Can you go ahead and just introduce yourselves briefly?
Yeah, my name is Michael Draut.
And I'm Rachel, and this is Emma. She just turned 13 months.
And she's walking like crazy. We've seen her out in front of the apartment complex. The Drouts live just below us, the Hansons here in Rusicombe Pines, and Emma's walking like a fiend. She's always out there, she's hilarious.
She likes it.
That's good. Where'd you guys move from?
So we moved from Cottonwood Heights. We were living just 10 minutes south. Yeah, and have been there for the last 3 years.
Yes.
Okay.
We're here.
And if it's too personal, that's fine, but is there a particular reason you moved? I mean, it's pretty close.
Oh, yeah. It's not personal.
Yeah. Oh, we just we're looking for a cheaper place to live for a few years. We're trying to save up for house and school and different things.
We used to live over there because Rachel, your job.
Oh yeah, and it was closer to my work when I was working over there.
Oh, okay. And what do you do for work, Rachel?
So I was a manager at a small translation company over there, and I don't work there anymore. Right now I'm going to school.
Okay. What are you going to school for?
I'm getting an MBA at Southern Utah University. They have an online program, so no commute.
I mean, that's the time to do online school anyway.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But they have a good online program, so I can do it while I was asleep, and I can be with her and stuff. So it worked
Cool.
out.
And is that a 2-year program?
You can take it as fast as you want it. For me, it'll end up being about 2 years. Yeah.
Okay, great. And how far along are you on that right now?
End of this summer, I'll be halfway.
Okay, cool. And what are the career goals with your MBA? Like, what are you hoping to do with that?
So I really enjoyed my job where I was, the types of things that I was doing. I really like, I had a lot of hats I was wearing because it was a small company, small to mid-sized company, I should say. And so I really like HR, I like strategy, I like data analytics, some different things. So I just wanted to get some more background on those, and then we'll see where that leads.
Yeah, okay, very
Yeah.
cool. All right, move on to you. And I'm sorry, Michael, do you go by Mike or do you prefer Michael?
Both. I go by both.
Okay.
I really will introduce myself as Mike or Michael.
Okay. All right. And what do you do, Mike?
So I'm a middle school teacher. I teach at West Hills Middle School. It's out in West Jordan. That's one of the feeder schools for Copper Hills High School. And I do their music and theater programs. So I mainly teach choir. That's what my degree is in, is music education. And then I have a certificate in theater as well. So I teach that on the side for if anybody in the ward knows Ashley and Raphael Mackel, so I teach at the same school as Ashley, and we're good friends, which is how we found out about the Bristol Cove apartments here.
Great. Okay. How long have you been teaching at that school?
Yes, I've been there for 3 years. So we both graduated from BYU in 2017, and then both got our jobs up here in the valley and moved. And so yeah, next year will be my 4th. We'll see what it's like with with the pandemic, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, no kidding. So kind of reading between the lines there, you two met and got married while you're at BYU, is that correct?
Somewhat.
Yeah, kind of.
Somewhat.
Well,
Okay.
we're both from Michigan, and so we both grew up like in our youth there, and we were in the same stake. So we met at like stake youth activities there, and then we were just friends for a long time. And then I came home from my mission, and we started dating and stuff.
Gotcha. Okay. Where did you serve your mission?
I served in West Lima, Peru.
Oh, I served in Lima. I was in Lima South.
No way! So we were just like right next to each other.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Cool. And then Michael,
That's
did you?
awesome. Congratulations.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to have ceviche sometime.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
there you
Yeah, no, I'm trying to think of any good Peruvian restaurants that I've been to lately. Well, yeah, we'll have to talk.
go. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
That's right. Emma wants to talk too.
She wants to eat.
Did you serve a mission, Mike?
I did. I served in the Patagonia in Argentina. So the name of the mission was Neuquén, and it's basically the southern half of Argentina.
Okay. See any penguins?
Yeah, I was in that area. I think
Okay.
they were outside of our mission boundaries, like because there was no residential areas that way. So we weren't allowed to go to the penguins. But I did serve on the coast, Puerto Madryn, and we got to see the whales come in to spawn, and there were sea lions and all that kind of stuff. I think the weirdest thing was there's a Welsh colony down south in Argentina. So you're in the middle of Latin America, and then all of a sudden you feel like you've just entered Europe, and there's tea parties and everything is in Gaelic, and you just feel very out of place.
Wow. Weird. Huh.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty cool. All right. So do you speak Spanish now in the home? Since you both speak Spanish?
Yeah, sometimes when we remember, we keep saying like, "Oh, we're gonna teach them Spanish," and then we do it for a day or so, and we forget.
Yeah. No. We tried to do that with our son Sawyer as well. It hasn't gone great. He's to the point now where he's like, "No Spanish." I'm like, "What is wrong with speaking Spanish?"
Yeah, one of my sisters does that too, and they're like, "No other language." Makes sense, they're learning. So
Yeah. Sarah speaks Spanish.
Funny. Yeah, she didn't learn it in her home. She is Hispanic, but so her grandma is fluent, but she didn't teach it to Sarah's mom. So Sarah learned it in school and has worked really hard to learn it since, but is still working on becoming fluent. Yeah.
That's awesome. So we'll all have to talk sometime.
Yeah, that'll be fun. Especially talk
Food
food.
restaurant.
Cool. So more kind of on the church theme, what callings have you both had in the past, and have you had any favorites?
So yeah, we've had a variety. I'll always plug for primary pianist. I think that's the best calling.
That is one of the best callings. You're right.
But yeah, growing up, I mean, I lived in a branch in Michigan, so I was a ward organist, pianist since being a teenager, but have done everything from teaching Sunday school to being an elders quorum president or a choir director. They often will have me do that, which is fine. And,
let's see, when I was younger, I was like choir director or something. We've taught primary together, Sunbeams. That was really fun. And then been in a few really exciting presidencies. So that's been fun.
I don't think I've ever had young men's.
Yeah, I haven't had young women's.
Okay. All right. Is that because you're hoping for those someday? Is that why you're mentioning?
No.
Okay.
Private pianist. I need to say that again.
All right. And I think, Mike, did you already get a calling in this ward? I think I might have seen.
No, not that I know of.
Seen. Okay, maybe I'm mixing up with somebody else then. I'm sorry. Okay.
We were trying to fly the radar.
I'm sure. Well, once this is online, I'm sure people will try and swoop you both up.
Yeah, we'll turn our phones off.
All right. Let's see. What other questions do I have? Do you have any hobbies that you like to do in your free time? Do you have free time?
Like to garden. We've been gardening in a little community garden recently.
This the one here in Holiday?
Is that where it is? It's like a couple blocks from here.
That's the St. Vincent.
Yeah.
Oh, St. Vincent. Okay.
And I like looking into, I like reading and listening to like business and nutrition stuff. I'm really into that. And we used to go on a lot of hikes last summer. We because of other things, we haven't had time, but hopefully we'll get back into that a little bit. We're not like super into it. We're not like intense or anything like that. So.
Yeah, I think we both like taking classes. I think since we graduated, we've still been in school doing different things. So learning about anything. It's probably our favorite hobby.
That's good. That's good. Any favorite movies or TV shows, favorite books, anything like that?
Oh, yes.
We like Madam Secretary a lot.
The TV show.
The TV show.
Okay. Which also implies we like The West Wing.
Yeah. I used to watch Great British Baking Show a lot.
Favorite movies? My favorite movies are definitely Amazing Grace, if anybody's seen that one, about the abolition of the slave trade in England.
Okay.
It's my probably number one.
Yeah. My favorite movie is Thor Ragnarok. So very different.
Very different size.
Both very good movies.
Yeah. Cool. And I'm gonna put you on the spot, and that's okay if you can't think of it off the top of your head, but what's the best piece of advice you've ever received?
Oh man.
This is probably just off the top of my head. My dad always said, plan for the worst and hope for the best, which has always stuck with me. So it's like, if you're like concerned about what's going to happen, like, that way, like you can plan ahead if something goes wrong, but also like overall perspective, hope for the best kind of thing.
Yeah. One of my favorites is, it's a Shakespeare quote. So from Shakespeare's play Measure for Measure, there's the line where he says, our doubts are traitors and make us lose the good we oft might win by fearing to attempt. And so basically, don't be afraid to try. Your doubts will just get your way. I love that one. In the context of the play, it's even better. If you know what they're talking about, it's really inspiring.
Good. I'll have to read that one. I don't know if I've read or seen that one. That's good. Okay. Last question. What's on your bucket list?
Oh, let's see. I want to write my own requiem. And it's going to be.
You'll have to forgive my ignorance. By definition, what is the requiem entail?
Basically a piece of, so a composer will normally write only one, and it's normally meant to be theirs. It's a funeral song or a piece of music. Mozart has his famous requiem, but it can be orchestra, choir, symphonic, whatever you want it to be. I want mine to be 7 minutes and 44 seconds long, because 744 is my favorite number. And I think, that's probably the quirkiness that's on my bucket list.
And have you started on it yet?
Not yet, no. I just have the concept. Hopefully I have some time before it needs to be completed.
Yeah. All right. Anything else on your bucket list?
I don't know. I haven't really thought about that. I guess we want to, more recently, like I'm really want Emma to meet all her cousins, so which will actually happen next week. So I guess we'll knock that one off pretty quick. Going to a family get together, so that'll be fun because she's one of the younger grandkids right now. So it'll be fun to see them interact.
That'll be good. Is that back in Michigan?
It's actually in Pennsylvania where one of my sisters lives. So,
Hershey.
Hershey, yeah.
Hershey, where it smells like chocolate. It really does. If you haven't been there before, it really does.
It really does.
Yeah.
It's a great time. Yeah.
Cool. Well, okay. I think that's probably enough questions for today, but hopefully you guys can actually meet others in the ward soon, but hopefully this stands in for the time being.
Yeah, we hope so too.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good to meet you again. Talk to you guys soon.
Yeah, we'll see you around.
Thanks, guys.
Bye,
See ya.
too.